I grew up in a family of eight. Yes, you heard me. Eight people. I had five siblings, two adults, and guess what? I'm the oldest. Is that not crazy? Like, huge family. I love my family. But being the oldest, it was hard. And if you're the oldest, you know my pain. I got in trouble so often, and I didn't even know what to do with myself anymore. I would get in trouble for doing these same exact things, if not less than what my siblings were doing. But since I was the oldest, I would get in trouble. And that's what really got me angry. I got angry a lot because I would keep, my parents had this timeout thing where it was in the laundry room. And if we did something bad, we'd go in timeout for 15, 20, 30 minutes, depending on the how bad, what we did, right? And I would go in there often. I practiced, that was my second home because I never knew how to get it right. I always had this responsibility on me that I didn't really understand until later on. And my parents would always say, "You're the oldest, right? It's going to be tough for you. It's going to be harder. You you're the example. Like you're the person they're looking up to." And I'm like, I was a kid at the time. I didn't understand. So when I would do something wrong, I would get in trouble. And then I would get mad because why did I get in trouble and not my siblings? Whatever. So with that anger, instead of taking it to, at the time, in middle school, some of my friends were vaping, smoking weed, drinking, going to parties and shit in middle school. And I'm like, that's not me. That's not really what I would do. May in the future, I started getting into I smoked a little bit, I drank a little bit. I wanted to try it. I like to try everything. Doesn't matter what it is. I want to try everything one time. Besides like, heroin and crazy shit like that. But I want to try everything once. At least that's life, right? You only have one life. Why not try everything once? That's what I go by. I want to try everything once. I tried skateboarding, biking, rollerblading, unicycle. I tried it all because I wanted to try and I wanted to get good at it. Not great, but good. I love getting good at many, many, many different things. I love trying many, many different things off track. So when I got in trouble a lot, where did I put my anger? Because I had all this pent up anger. I had no idea what to do with it. And at the time, in the garage that we had, my dad had this one machine that had like a million exercises. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know. It had so many exercises. It had lat pull downs, ab crunches, leg press, fucking dips, assisted dips, so many different things. Then we had a bench and a couple of dumbbells, like the ones that you can move around. It had from to like 55 pounds, whatever. So I went to the gym and I went in the garage and I stayed in the garage and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna figure out how this gym thing works. Because nobody goes into the gym knowing what to do. That's just not how it works. You can't go into something and be a professional. You can't go into something and be a black belt. You always start at the beginning. But some people have coaches, some people have different things, so they start a little bit ahead. But I didn't have any of that. I was a kid, and I had all this anger, and I was like, you know what? Let me just put it into something at least that could do good by me, that could at least build me up and not put me down. Because all this drugs, this alcohol, this women, it's only going to put you down. It's never going to put you above. It's never going to build the person you want to be in the future. You're trying to shape your future, not be happy in the present, right? Of course, you should be happy in the present, but comfort doesn't bring happiness. It just doesn't. You have to go out of your comfort zone. So I went to the gym and I tried every single exercise there was. I tried it many, many, many different times over and over and over again until I understood what each of them did. Because again, I had no idea what I was doing. So I trial and error. Because what's the best way to do stuff? What's humans' first thing that they do? Trial and error. They try things. If it doesn't work, they don't. They try every food that you consume now. They tried everything. If it was poisonous, they died, they learned, they stopped. Every single thing. Cows. Someone had to suck out of an udder, right? That's how you get milk. I'm sorry to tell you, but that's how you get milk. So, tried every exercise over and over and over again until I started understanding and becoming, and I started having a routine. But my routine was a little ecstatic, right? I would do everything. I remember I would do like 16 exercises, 4 sets, 10 to 12 reps. I didn't go to failure, but I tried my hardest to do any and everything I can to exert the anger that I had every single day that I felt into something good. And that's what brought me into the gym. That is exactly what started. Not only that, but I was also this really, really skinny kid. Like extremely skinny. And I fucking hated it. I would wear a hoodie. And I'm not even lying. I would wear a hoodie year round, every single day. Because I didn't want to wear a shirt and everybody seeing my skinny ass arms. I didn't want that. They were tiny, they were frail. I was very, very insecure about them. So I hid them. Even if it in California, if you guys live in California, the heat sometimes get to like not sometimes. In summer it gets over 100 degrees every day. I was sweating my balls off, but I didn't take it off because I was that insecure. You shouldn't be insecure about the one body that you have. You should do something to fix it. So that's exactly what I did. I went to the gym, didn't know shit. And all of you guys who are scared, everybody is scared at one point. It's just the fact that some people are willing to do it and be scared until they're comfortable instead of not trying at all. And that's a big difference. I love trying stuff, but trying stuff is scary. It's not easy to try new things. It's going out of your comfort zone, trying it, seeing if you like it, and then moving on is exactly how it is. And that's exactly what I did. So I tried it over and over and over again, and I loved it. I loved it so much that a couple years later, I actually begged my dad to give me a gym membership. So what did we do? We went to the gym. We went to sign the papers because I wasn't old enough yet. Signed the papers, paid for my gym membership, and that's when a whole new world of me started. A whole new world. Because not only did I start going to an actual gym, but I started going with friends. And when I started going with friends, oh my goodness, it was the best time of my life. I miss those days. I miss going to the gym after school or even before school because on Wednesdays, we would go to school at 9 a.m. because we had that just on Wednesdays. I forgot why. But before school, sometimes me and my friends would wake up at 6 a.m., go to the gym, or even surf sometimes, and then go to school. And it was fucking amazing. It was the best time of my life because not only was I building myself, but I was doing it with the people I love. We were all surrounding ourselves with the people who are going to make us better. And that's exactly how I came in this situation. Sorry. Exactly how I came in this situation today. From the people you surround yourself with, that's how you're going to start getting better and moving up in life. Because if you hang around people who don't give a fuck about the gym, who would rather smoke, rather drink instead of go to the gym, what would you rather do? Would you rather go to the gym by yourself or hang out with them? Because I know most of you would rather hang out with them. There's very, very, very few who would actually go alone instead of hanging out with your friends. Very few. So I went with my friends every day, every single day. Sure, sometimes I was inconsistent, sometimes I was consistent, but at least I was gaining weight. I was gaining muscle. I was doing it right until fast forward a couple years later. What fucking happens? I get rear ended on the highway coming back home from my friend's apartment, and I was in shock. It was my first accident ever. Rear ended. We went to standstill traffic. He boom crashed into the back of my car. My car was destroyed. Not totaled, somehow it was destroyed though. So the guy didn't have insurance either. I had adrenaline, my heart was beating. First accident, I didn't know what to do. So I called the cops. What did the cops say? Sorry, we're busy right now. Useless as fuck, like usual. Fuck them. But I drive home and I go to the hospital and I take this medicine and then I get a lawyer and my back starts hurting. And my back was hurting a lot and I got an MRI and what does the MRI show? I have a lower disc bulge. And I was like, what the fuck is that? I don't know what that means. But it wasn't insane. It wasn't like 4 to 5 millimeter. It was like 3 to 4. So it was still pretty bad and it would act up sometimes. So what did I have to do? I had to go get epidurals. I had to go get facet shots. I have to go to these doctors every single day, these chiropractors every single day. Oh my God. And how long did I do this for? A year and a half about, give or take. I think it was a little longer. A year and a half. So what brought me to the gym and the gym that shaped my life was taken away from me, gone. I was lost. I was genuinely confused. I didn't know what the fuck to do anymore. The one thing keeping me together that put all my anger, everything, all my emotions, the thing I loved to do was gone because I couldn't do it. I was in the settlement. My back was killing me, could not work out. And I was stuck. And it was the worst part of my life. Genuinely hated every second of it. I just couldn't wait to go back. And I realized how much in that moment I loved the gym truly and how much I actually took it for granted. There's a lot of people who wish to be in the situation that you are, no matter what it is. If it even is the slightest, to go and be able to go to a gym and you guys take it for granted every single day. You guys have a gym membership. You don't even go. You just spend money and money and money monthly on a membership that you never actually use. You say you have this membership to everyone around you, but do you actually use it? No. You stayed stuck. You stayed in the same body for months, for years, and you don't even know what to do anymore. You don't want to do this alone. I understand that. It's very hard to do it alone. I didn't do it alone. In the beginning, sure, I had all this motivation. I had all this pent up anger that I needed to put it into somewhere. So I did. And that was easy. But motivation fades. Trust me, it doesn't last forever. You have to be consistent. If it becomes part of your routine, that's when things will absolutely change. Because now you are not asking the question, am I going to go to the gym? Your question is, when am I going to the gym? And that alone is a huge mindset change. Fitness, no. Life is all about 80% mindset, 20% do it. The mindset part is what a lot of people cannot get right. It's what a lot of people are missing. And it's what I was missing as well. That's why I wasn't 100% consistent throughout the years before the car accident. But after the car accident, the second I came back, I knew I could never take it for granted. So I went every single day. Of course, I had some rest days, but even on the rest days, I still walked my steps, ate the exact macros I needed to eat, started tracking my calories. I never tracked it before. Started tracking my calories, doing everything right. And what did I see? Progress that I've never seen before in my life. This is the best shape I've ever looked in my entire life. If you were to tell old me, if you were to show him a picture of me now, he wouldn't fucking believe that it was me. He would think it was someone completely different. And that's what the gym can do for you, especially if you know what you are doing, if you have that structure in place and that mindset that you are willing to commit every single day to this, no matter what, you will make so much progress, not even in the gym alone. If you just have that mindset going on in life, not only will you accomplish everything you want to accomplish, but you will do it with a good mindset. You will be happy doing it. You wouldn't be miserable. You wouldn't be struggling. You will be happy. And that's the difference a mindset can really make. And that's what I really didn't know in the beginning until after the car accident. And that was a huge deal for me. Huge, because that's the thing that I love doing the most. And it made me realize everything that I missed about it came back to me. And now look, I love the gym. Not only do I love the gym, but I preach it enough so I could try to help other people get into the gym like you guys. I love helping you guys out. Sure, maybe I'm doing it as a career. This is exactly what I want to do. I love the gym. People always say, work in something you love. And that's so hard. I was working in a dead end job as a server. I didn't even start as a server. I worked at this restaurant called CPK. I started as a host, moved up to takeout, moved up to server, dealt with so much bullshit. It was my first job and my last job. I'm never working again. I am making this shit work. No matter what it takes, no matter the amount of hours I have to put, no matter the amount of videos that flops, it doesn't matter to me. I'm going to make it work. That is the mindset that I have coming into this. This is something that I love to do. I've always loved the gym. I always will love the gym. And I want to bring that passion into other people. I want to help other people start up what they never could have imagined. Never could have imagined. And I will get them there. That is my goal. That is what my entire story that brought me to what I'm doing right now. STF came from me being skinny. I started as skinny to fit, and that's what I thought, STF. But then I realized it means a lot more than just skinny to fit. All of these notes, not just from me, from a bunch of other people, from what STF means to them. And that's exactly what STF is. That's exactly what brought me here. That's exactly what makes me want to coach everybody I can. I want to help as many people as possible. And that is what brought me here. Every single step, the mindset I had, every event that took place, the car accident, everything. That is what brought me to this place. And that's what I try to preach to other people. That's what I talk about in my videos. And I realize that in my videos, I don't really talk enough about my mindset or my story or me. So that's definitely something I'm going to start incorporating because I need to tell you from my standpoint. Anybody can give you the same sort of value. All the information is everywhere. You can Google it. You can find it on YouTube, like here. You can go on AI. It's everywhere. The only thing that's different is you. That's it. AI will be a perfect It'll be perfect. It'll be better than humans. But the only thing AI cannot have are personal experiences and personality. That's it. Everything else. It has everything else. It has more knowledge than 1,000 geniuses. It has everything that you could possibly ask, but it doesn't have your personality. It doesn't have the experiences that you yourself felt and went through, just like these experiences that I explained to today. So I hope you guys liked my little story. Hope you watched all the way here. If you did, thank you. Comment what your story is looking like. What brought you guys to go to the gym? Why? What started it? Why do you continue? Why do you push so hard to be this best version of yourself? I really want to hear it because it's just I love seeing stories of what brought people in the gym because it just makes me feel good. It's relatable. Most of the stuff that brings people into the gym, breakups, wanting to get stronger, feeling weak, feeling fat, etc., it's very relatable. And the gym community, in my opinion, is one of the best communities out there because we all help each other. And that is why I love this career. And that's why I will never, ever stop and I will make it work. So that's it, SDF. I will see you in the next video. Peace out.